So how's it going, everyone? I'm pretty sure all you fans stayed up to watch Canelo Rocky Fielding. What a performance by Canelo Alvarez. Becomes a three-weight world champion. What a fighter! What a fighter! Credit to Rocky Fielding. He put up a sturdy effort. He definitely tried. He definitely came and gave it a go. But you know that old saying in boxing. You know, boxing's about levels, and Rocky Fielding was about 3, 4, maybe 5 levels below Canelo Alvarez. You know, credit to him. He kept getting up off the floor. He kept showing his grit, his determination, but in the end it was just too much. He was getting hit to the body too many times. Canelo's body shots. I always knew when this fight was made that Canelo would attack his body because he's such a big frame. It's easy for Canelo to go downstairs to the body, and that's what Canelo did. He bashed that body up from the first round. It was uncomfortable for Rocky Fielding. What I see with low-level fighters, or I wouldn't want to be just low-level, but you know, not at the level of a Canelo. That when he hits them to the body, that it really hurts them, and normally he gets rid of them. I saw it with Liam Smith. I saw it. You know, they're quite good at taking headshots. But you know, when he goes to that body, it hurts them a lot. He's a very, very good body puncher. I think one of the best in the game right now. He's one of the best counter punchers without doubt, but one of the best body punchers for sure. The way he works that body, especially against guys that are not on his level. He didn't do it as much with Triple G because maybe he was afraid of what might come back. But with Rocky Fielding, he was hammering that body. And Rocky Fielding just had no answer. You know, he had no answer. Well, he came back, he tried hard. He tried to come with a few combination of his own, but in the end, it was just he was outmatched, outgunned by, you know, a much better Saul Canelo Alvarez. You know, there's no shame. You know, people gave him a lot of stick for taking the fight, but he has to take the fight because what you're in boxing for, you're in boxing for the biggest money, the biggest prize, and fight on the biggest stage. And Rocky Fielding got that. He probably never would fight on a stage like that again. So you have to take an opportunity like that. He's not a big, again, not without sounding disrespectful, he's not a big time fighter where he's going to be getting opportunities like this all the time. So when an opportunity like this comes along, you have to take it. You have to take it. You know, he went in there, he gave it all he could. Wasn't good enough, which most people thought he wouldn't be good enough. So there's no shame. Most people thought that, you know, Rocky Fielding wouldn't be good enough to beat Canelo. So there's no shame in getting beaten by one of the best fighters in the world. At least you can say in years to come that you gave it a go and you fought the best in Canelo. So, you know, because this guy's gonna go down as one of the greats. Canelo, in my opinion, is just a great fighter, man. He's a great fighter, and I actually think now, when Amir Khan fought him, I thought, you know, the guy can be outboxed, and the way he set Khan up. But now looking back at that Khan performance, I look at it and think, wow, look how good Khan did. Even though he got knocked out in the 6th round, with the way Canelo beat Liam Smith and Rocky Fielding, I look at Amir Khan was beating him really on points until he got knocked out. And I look at guys like Rocky Fielding, and I look at guys like Liam Smith, who just got completely destroyed by Canelo. It was an easy, you know, easy win when they fought them. He wasn't in no trouble. Liam Smith said that, oh, he had a cut which opened up, which wasn't ideal. He couldn't spar, but Canelo had a broken hand in that fight. I'm pretty sure his right hand was broken. So, you know, and he still managed to get the knockout win. So it just shows this guy is a great fighter. He's so relaxed. He's so good. You know, he's just a brilliant fighter. He's definitely probably one of my favorite fighters out there right now. I actually think he's up there. You know, he's a great fighter. And the way he just took apart Rocky Fielding, it was like he didn't even get out of first gear. It was like it was so easy for him. You know, from the first round, it just looked like he was on another level to Rocky Fielding. You know, it was just a brilliant performance, and he dealt with Rocky Fielding the way you should deal with a guy that's way below your level. It was just a clinical performance by Alvarez, and you know, I don't know where he's gonna go next. The fight with Golovkin, obviously, is a fight that people would like to see. A third fight, which I think he would win a lot more comfortably than he did the first 2 times. And I just think he's a force. I think he's a serious fighter. I don't see anyone beating him in and around his weight. He's so good. He's so good. He's technically very good. He's very fast. One thing I actually saw at 168, he might even look to campaign there, because there's great fighters at 160, but he's beaten the boogeyman in the 160-pound division, right? And really, that's the only real fight out there for him. Golovkin, yeah, there's other fights, but are they big? I think he could move up weight, and the 168-pound division is very weak. Him against Callum Smith, I think Canelo wins that as well. I think Canelo beats Callum Smith. I think Canelo's just so good. So good. I think Canelo would beat. It wasn't the way, you know, Callum Smith beat Rocky Fielding in a round, but obviously this Rocky Fielding was a lot better than the one that fought Callum Smith, but it's not even that. When Callum Smith fought Rocky Fielding, it wasn't like Callum Smith was just level, or he just looked so much better. It was just like a gun shootout, and Callum Smith caught him in that fight. But this fight, it just looked like Canelo beat him up in 3 rounds. He just beat him up. It was so easy. It was like he didn't get out of first gear, and it was just how technically good he was, how fast he was. And I think he gives Callum Smith the same kind of issues, because Canelo's got very wicked body shots. One thing I did see though, the headshots that Canelo was landing, although one of them he knocked Rocky Fielding down, it didn't have as much an impact as he did with the lighter guys. But again, he was doing so much work to the body, where he's just going to be a force. Even at 168, I don't see anybody at 168 beating this guy either. He's so good. I think he's one of the best fighters in the world. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts about the performance. It was an excellent performance. What would you want Canelo to do next? Do you want him to go back to 160? Obviously, the tougher challenge is at 160. He could stay at 168, fight Callum Smith. That would be a great fight. A fight that, again, I think Canelo would be favourite in. But leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.